It's been reported that Colorado head football coach Deion Sanders made a post on Instagram about FAMU's coaching search. And it states, I can help. I got a Rolodex with qualified and capable coaches who would understand the challenges and culture. Now, many were taken aback by this comment for various reasons. Okay. We'll get into some of those reasons and I'll dig a little deeper as well. But before I do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy First, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on some again. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, put all your people on it. You feel me? Also, fuck with our sponsor, the King McNeil Collection, for all of your sorority or fraternity needs. That is the King McNeil Collection. You can go to kingmcneil.com or download the app. You'll get 20% off your first purchase on the app. Okay, again, they are number one in the industry for all of your needs, fraternities or sororities. Okay, so fuck with the King McNeil Collection. Tell them First sent you. But yes, let's get into this, y'all. All right, there's some obvious reasons that some people kind of taken aback by this instead of looking at that and saying, damn, okay, this man did a marvelous job at Jack State, 2 SWAC championship, 2 Celebration Bowl appearances, you feel me? Killing the transfer portal at Colorado, you understand? Damn, maybe he does know somebody that can help us out, okay? People aren't just looking at it like that because of all the bullshit that has transpired since Prime left and all the negative banter that has come from him in his camp since he left Jack State University. So some folks logically are saying, hold on, man. If you didn't like your experience that much, if what you say and what you are allowing others to say without pushing back is true, and what you have said is lack of forward thinking, and on the Club Shay interview talking about how basically implying the motherfuckers are mismanaging money and all this kind of shit, and other folks out here lying and saying Jack State stole from you and just all kind of crazy shit. Like if that was your experience, why in the hell would you recommend anybody to coach at an HBCU then? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But see, there's a deeper thing to this too. And logical people went there, and I'm one of those logical people. Because while I got Prime saying he can help FAMU find a coach, you got one of Prime's former great players, a defensive player of the year by the name of Aubrey Miller Jr., who's on Twitter saying shit like this. I'm lost. How am I not on a team even in my own city? I'm pushing to ball in UFL for the experience. I'm going hard daily. My body is 1,000%. My line is open. And this ain't the first time this king has posted something like this. You know what I'm saying? This is not the first time this king posted something like this, okay? Hell, he had another post that said, that let it be known that he had moved on from his previous representation, and let everybody know my line is open to all coaches and GMs. Please reach out to my number, ending in 9429 on my DM. Thank you. Hashtag TSDS. This shit don't stop. So while you got Prime talking about he can use the motherfucking Rolodex to help FAMU find a coach, while simultaneously you have one of his best former players saying they trying to find a motherfucking job. Common sense say, God damn, coach, how about you help them man find a job? Why don't you use Rolodex and your influence, your pull, to get Aubrey Miller on a team? Now, I have no idea if Deion Sanders has tried to do that. I don't. Only Aubrey Miller knows that. Only Deion Sanders knows that. Okay. They know that. All right. And shout out to young King Aubrey Miller. He's put it on some before. So appreciative for that interview. I wish that King well. I know why he was there. He was one of my favorite players. Okay. It was James Houston, and then it was Aubrey Miller once James Houston left. Okay, because he was a motherfucking problem for real. For real. Both of them motherfuckers were problems. Okay, and congratulations to James Houston for making it to the NFC Championship game with those damn Lions. And I'm saying that as a Packers fan. Okay. But shout out. But I digress. Okay. But this king should be on a motherfucking squad. He ain't even talking about the NFL. He talking about the goddamn UFL. Y'all know they just combined the XFL and the USFL. You know what I'm talking about? That new league. The new combined league that they got that's dropping later this spring. You feel me? This young man should be on the team. We've seen the work ethic. We've seen the goddamn motor. We've seen the production. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like he just need a connection. And he got one of the most well-connected motherfuckers in sports history as his former coach. You feel me? So, of course, people like me and others would say, why won't Prime use the Rolodex for that? You understand? But see, you can't just say logical shit like that. You can't. See, now, when I said the shit, when I say something like that, if it mentioned Deion Sanders, I just go ahead and mute the tweet. Because I ain't got time for these fuck boys and bitches. I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for you now. I ain't got time. All right. But I saw that the King Clark said something similar, basically. Okay. Because both of us noticed that you did have some brother, a white man named Jim Nagy. He quote tweeted Aubrey and it seemed like he was trying to get the man some help. He said, anyone working in personnel or coaching in UFL that needs recommendation for Aubrey, please hit me up. Did a lot of good things in the Senior Bowl last year. Hard to find off-ball backers who run and hit like him these days. He's built for ST, and he's strong. Hit my DMs if you don't have my number, okay? And then he added the XFL and the USFL, okay? So, excuse me, Ken Clark saw that shit and then basically said something similar to what the fuck I'm talking about. And some of these goddamn folk lost their mind, okay? And I saw a couple comments that caught my eye. Saw some motherfucker named Chip Bayless. Ain't really got no followers and no shit like that. Just some lame. He says, why didn't James Houston have a problem getting on the team? Isaiah Land, Hargrave, M. Lee, that's on Aubrey. This shit don't stop. But to me, it seems like it stopped. Then the son bitch goes on to say, it ain't Coach Prime fault Aubrey ain't good enough. He should have thought about this. What really pissed me off right here. That's why I'm saying this right here. He should have thought about that when he started that play for your own shit. What the fuck? You can't say bullshit, BS, he said. You can't say BS and expect people to look out for you. He still ain't going to get a chance. Might as well go get a coaching job at JSU. If Chip Bayless is white, he's a motherfucking racist. If Chip Bayless is black, he's a motherfucking coon. Either way, it ain't good. Either way, he's a fuck boy. Either way, he's been blocked by first. See, I told y'all before, I'm a preemptive blocker. Okay? You ain't got to say shit to me for me to block your motherfucking ass. So again, I've said this before. If you end up blocked by me, do not screenshot that shit and be showing the world, okay? Because that is not a badge of honor for your motherfucking ass. That means you said some fuck shit that one of the realest motherfuckers God ever created did not like. So if I blocked you, you are showing the world that you are a bitch. That's what you are doing, okay? So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? You ain't special. You ain't special if I blocked your motherfucking ass. Something wrong with you. You done some fuck shit if I block you. You understand? But this shit right here, again, if this some bitch is white, he a racist. If he black, this is a coon. Cause Aubrey Miller with that statement ain't say nothing that Travis Hunter, his own self, didn't say on 60 Minutes about playing for African Americans, that Deion Sanders himself wasn't around here saying. Come on, man. Cut the bullshit now. Cut the bullshit. We gotta stop that. Gotta stop that. These motherfuckers will say, Aubrey Miller ain't did nothing to be catching that kind of smoke from nobody. He ain't did nothing to be catching that kind of smoke. But these folks will sit up here and say whatever to even some of Prime's former players in defensive Prime. I'm telling you, they want to be Tracy Edmonds. They want to replace Tracy. They see Tracy then climb from up under Prime, and now they want to climb up under Prime. Or climb on top. I don't know. I don't know which one, but they want to do it. It's a goddamn shame, man. It's a motherfucking shame. But I wish that King Aubrey Miller well. And I hope he gets a roster spot. I hope he doesn't have to go overseas to get on. Okay? With this new league, and people love football. Football is a drug for America. So I think the UFL probably gonna do pretty well. Okay? And I wish him well. But I know Prime got all this pull, bruh. It should take one phone call. If it's pulled like that for real, it should take one phone call for him to get Aubrey's goddamn job. See, when you coach somebody for real, you ain't just their coach during that season. You know what I'm talking about? That's some lifelong shit if you're doing it right. That's how I am with my players. You know what I'm saying? That's how my coach is with me, Coach Keith Barnes. You know what I'm saying? My business, my consulting business, the business that sustains me and my family, and to my entertainment company is where I wanted to be. My coach was the plug for me in that business. And I got an excellent resume. And I told y'all before, goddamn, I am the best in the country in delivering U.S. history to Black children. I am. But still, sometimes, y'all, you need that connection. You need that plug. And my coach did that for me. And I loved him before that. Okay? But I sure enough, am so appreciative to him for that. You understand? Like, without that plug, I wouldn't have been able to leave the classroom. And without leaving the classroom, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. But he did that for me. Sometimes you need that. It ain't that Auburn might not just be that good. I was that good. Like, I was already one of the best. I had already won awards for my teaching. My students already had high test scores. Okay? I was already being groomed to be a principal. I had already done all that. Well, sometimes you still need a plug. That's this world we live in. You feel me? Because Aubrey got a hell of a resume as a football player, man. He does. It's documented. Hell, it's documented in Deion Sanders' own documentary. What are we talking about? He was one of the central figures in the Coach Prime doc while he was at Jack State. So it ain't that young man ain't good enough. But that's a highly competitive world. And sometimes you need a plug. And I hope he gets it. Whoever it may be, I hope he gets it. Put it on something.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel, because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.